Hi everyone, it's Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry I haven't had any videos yet this week. We are coming into the last few weeks of summer before my kids get back to school, and my time for content making is extremely limited. So videos will probably be sparse until the end of the month. But I do have a few things that I want to share with you today. So the main part of this video is to talk about a new block of the month that I have designed. I also want to let you know a few things. We have wrapped up the Starshine quilt along. The Happy Go Lucky quilt along, the last week of it starts tomorrow, so we're getting really close on that one. The Scrappy Shining Stars quilt along is still going on in the background. That's a long one that has been going all summer, 14 weeks, and I'll be wrapping that one up the end of August, beginning of September. The next two quilt alongs that I have planned for this summer are Betsy. Betsy's a 2-color quilt. I've shared about that one before. I'll link to the pattern below. That quilt along is due to start on August 8th. Next week, I'll be sharing the fabric with you that I'm using, and I'll also be doing another video as a reminder that that's starting, and we'll talk a little bit more about that quilt. The other quilt along that I had scheduled for the summer is Holly Jolly, and that's a Christmas sampler quilt. Now that was due to start on August 21st, but I am going to push that back 2 weeks, and we'll be starting on September 4th. The reason being is I've had a delay in the proofing of the pattern, and I want to give you enough time from when the pattern is ready so you can gather all your fabric before we start. So pushing that back 2 weeks gives us some extra time to for me to get the pattern, to have the proofing finished and get it in my shop, and then for you to purchase the pattern and also gather your fabric. For that quilt, it will be a fat quarter quilt, and then the background will be in yards, but I'm probably going to be using fat quarters, and I'm also going to be using scraps. So just like the Scrappy Sampler, feel free to make this work for your scraps. If you have an overabundance of scraps, you don't have to feel like you have to buy new fat quarters to make this quilt. You can definitely make it work with scraps. You can be creative in putting the blocks together. For example, if you're making a block that's red and white, all your red spots in the block don't have to match. You can go totally scrappy, make them all different. I love quilts like that. They have so much personality, so feel free to do that. But I did want to let you know that I am delaying that 2 weeks. So again, instead of starting on August 21st, we're going to start on September 4th. And now let's talk about this Dreamweaver block of the month. I designed a block of the month for Blank, and I just received the card, and this is what the quilt looks like. It's called the Dreamweaver block of the month, and there are 4 colorways, so I'm going to bring them close. There is a Brights, Coastal Blues, Neutrals, and then Christmas. And this block of the month uses Blank's basics. So quilt shops that carry Blank, they're putting this together into kits as we speak. I'm going to open it up so you can see them a little bit larger. So there is an ordering guide for shops on every single one. And if your quilt shop carries Blank fabric, then they will be able to kit this for you in these colorways. So again, here is Brights, and then Christmas, Coastal Blues, and then also Neutrals. And I had so much fun designing this block of the month. And we had the really great idea to make it available in 4 different colorways to appeal to more people, because if it was only in one colorway, you might not catch the interest of someone who really isn't into that color scheme. So I hope that one of these colorways suits you. Shops can run this to start anytime, but I am planning to sew along with this block of the month, and my videos will come out on the 15th of every month. So we'll be starting officially on August 15th, and my first video will be playing then. I am making 2. I'm making the Coastal Blues and also the Brights. They have it listed on their sales pamphlet as a 7-month block of the month. The blocks do take 7 months to make, and then I have the 8th month listed in my pattern as the assembly month. So the way that this is broken down, I'm just going to give you an idea on one of the patterns. So let's look at the Brights. Some months you'll have more blocks to make than other months, depending on how many times that block is used in this quilt. Month 1 is this outer chain block found at all the corners. Month 2 is this block here, and there's 8 of those. Month 3 and month 4 splits up these blocks. So there's 12 of them. It gets split up. One month has 4 because that's in one colorway, and the other month has 8 because that's the other colorway. Month 5 is the blocks that form this chain. Month 6 is the blocks that are made of these stars and also these chains. So it's gonna form those blocks. And month 7, we're making the Dresden plates and also the center block. And then, as I said, month 8 is to assemble the whole quilt top. I love hosting quilt-alongs. I love designing sampler quilts or block of the months, block of the weeks, like the scrappy sampler. I think they're so much fun. And I also think that they are a really great learning experience. So if you're interested in learning how to make a lot of different blocks and put them together into a quilt, this is a great way to do it. And as I said, quilt shops that carry blank fabrics, they can kit these for you. So it will be really easy. And when you purchase the kit from them, they'll also give you access to the download. I don't know if the shop emails it to you or if they print them out, but by purchasing the kit, you get access to the pattern. Currently, this pattern is only available through the kits from quilt shops that carry blank. I will eventually sell this pattern as a standalone in my shop, but it won't be until August of 26. So if you want to participate in making this quilt with me, you'll need to get one of the kits and the patterns from your quilt shop that carries blank. If you have no local quilt shops, because I know that's how it is for me, I do all my shopping online, I would look for online shops that carry blank, and then if they don't have this listed in their shop, you can call them or send them an email and ask them if this is something that they can do for you. And that way you could get it through the mail. The videos for this Dreamweaver block of the month will stay on my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to access them anytime. If you can't start in August, that's okay. You can start in another month and refer back to the videos. But as I said, month 1 will be out on my channel. I'll be publishing that on August 15th. And then every month following, the video will be on the 15th of the month until we make the quilt. So I'm really excited to do this with you. I hope you are too. I hope you find a colorway here that you love and that you can go and grab a kit and sew with me. If you have any questions, just let me know. And if not, I'll see you back here soon. Thanks for following along.